Hey, welcome back. It's great to see you again. IKEA recently released their Matter over Thread range and they're starting to become more readily available in New Zealand. So today we're going to continue the series of looking at these devices and how they behave in a normal home. So today's video, we're going to go choose the MygGSPRAY. It's a PIR motion sensor. Motion sensors are one of those simple devices that work in the background, making your smart home feel smarter, sensing presence and triggering on lights and automations without the need to touch a switch. So this sensor uses a PIR motion sensor, which is the most common in most smart homes. So you may have heard of mmWave sensors, which are becoming a lot more popular and can detect minute movement and breathing. So that was one of the problems with these PIRs, that if you stop moving for a period of time, it does stop detecting and turn off. So PIR sensors like this still has a lot of advantages. They're simple, they're energy efficient, and they're very responsive. These are more efficient in foot traffic areas. So places like hallways, entryways, outdoors, through the garage, PIR motion detection is normally the way you want to go. So we'll start by having a look what's in the box. Let's have a look what we get inside the box. So let's open it up. Right. Straight away we can see that we get the QR code if we want to go and look on the online manual. We also get the manual in here, which the manual has the Matter QR code, which we can use later on, but we won't because it's also on the device itself. Let's pull that out. Nice packaging, we'll remove that. So it's quite a large PIR sensor, as we can see. It's quite lightweight though, which is great. Now to open it, you can either use a screwdriver to flick it open, or if you've got strong enough nails, flick it open. And this is the mounting bracket. So the way it's designed is that we can then mount it into a corner. You can either use screws, or it also comes with adhesives that we can put that on. Screw into the wall, it tells you which way is up. Place into your wall, into the corner, so you can either place it straight on or in a corner. The unit itself just clips on. It's got a wider slot and a smaller slot, which correlates, so it'll clip back on. If we look at the unit itself, as we can see along the top here, we've got the Matter QR code for pairing, or the Matter code there if you want to do it manually. And you might need a flat blade to open this. The great thing about these devices is that they all use AAA batteries. So this one uses 2 AAA batteries. If you're going to pick up 1 or 2 of these devices, I recommend that you also order the larger rechargeable AAA batteries to obviously extend the life. So we're not disposing of normal batteries. It doesn't come with batteries by default. And if you don't already have a charger, IKEA also sells some really good battery chargers. I quite like the Little Spa battery charger with storage. The great thing about this is it's quite a sealed unit, and it's actually got an IP67 rating, which basically means that it's really functional outdoors. I've used a few different sensors in the past, which are not rated for outdoors, and they last maybe a month or a few months, and then they pretty much die. But this is designed for outdoor use as well. So IP67 rating, which is sealed against dust and water. So it can be used both indoors and outdoors. So great for garages, entryways, outdoor decks. We're going to pair this into Apple home ecosystem. So first of all, install some batteries. Just like the other devices, you've got a pairing/reset button here. When you first plug it in, you'll see the light pulse slowly. That means it's in pairing mode, and it'll stay in that for 15 minutes. If for whatever reason you don't pair it within that time frame, simply just remove the batteries or just press the button again. So we're going to go pair this into Apple Home. Click on the plus, add accessory, which will then bring up the camera. Simply come to the front of this, the top of this, and grab the QR code. There we go. Enter home. Now it might take a few minutes to do this. You'll see it'll go into setting up in a minute. There we go. So it's connected via Bluetooth. Now it's just doing the setup into Apple. When it's finished, you'll see this flash twice fast. There we go. So it's now connected. There we go. And we're going to go put it into the hallway, and we'll call it hallway motion. Why not? Continue. As we can see, it's got the occupancy sensor And it's also got a light sensor, which is really great because then we can do a bit more logic around our automations. I'll be bringing this into Home Assistant shortly, and then I'm going to go set up a automation around that. When we set this up, it gives us a recommendation of a automation. So we can go turn that on, go continue, done, and we'll go have a quick look in automations. So when there's motion detected, it's gone and just turn on the hallway lights, and then you can go and say turn off. So you might want to go, okay, hey, when motion is detected, it's a hallway, so I only want to have motion on for a couple of minutes and then turn off. The issue is that like we've got a bookcase in our hallway, so I don't want that to turn off while motion is detected, but obviously by default then the light's always going to stay on. So you'd create a second automation, which is when occupancy is not detected, to turn the light off. Because I'm putting this Home Assistant, I'll turn that off. Let's just go back into our hallway and we'll be able to see the sense. So it's occupancy, none. Let's click on that and we can see it's the MYGGSPRAY. Now I'll quickly show you how to bring that into Home Assistant. Click on your sensor, go all the way down to the bottom, turn on pairing mode. Give it a few seconds, it'll come up with a code. Here we go, we'll copy the code, close it down. Open up Home Assistant, make sure you go to integrations, add integration, and add a Matter device. We know it's already in use, so we'll go yes, it's already in use, and it's part of my Apple Home. And then we'll just go and paste the code, enter, and device. We'll see it pop up here in a second from Apple saying device has been shared. There we go, let's add into another Home Assistant. Right, and we can see the device here. It's 238 lux at the moment, and it's cleared, and we can then go create an automation. So let's jump over to the Home Assistant. We can see the sensor here. It's sitting at 16 lumen, and the occupancy is clear. We can tell that my hallway gets quite dark. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, so let's fire over to the automation. So what we have is when motion is detected, we set a trigger ID of motion on. When the motion has gone to clear for 15 seconds, we trigger motion off. And when the hallway timer has finished, we put timer has finished. We'll get to that shortly. I've got these additional conditions here. You can ignore those, but I've got some override automations. If we have the motion on triggered and the illuminance is below 35, first of all, we'll cancel any timers that are going for the hallway. And then we jump over to the actions of setting the appropriate scene. I've got time slots for my lighting scenes, and depending on the time of day is what scene gets triggered. So in the different scenes, we have like early morning, the lights are on dim and only hallway 1 is on. The light by the bedroom stays off, so it gives us plenty of light still if we are walking down at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then they get brighter and brighter depending on the time slots. During the overnight, I actually have the scene that turns on the entryway lights as well on dim, so we're not actually turning on the main hallway lights to come through the cracks of the bedroom doors and disturb people. If the motion off has been triggered, then we start the countdown of the hallway. And once that countdown's finished, it will trigger the timer finished, which will go and turn off all the lights. And it's pretty simple. So overall, my thoughts on the MYGGSPRAY is that it's a really good affordable product. Being AAA batteries gives it that longevity compared to coin cell operated sensors. Being IP rated 67 is very beneficial. I'll probably end up getting a few more of these and actually putting them outside my entryways and porch areas. And because it's Matter over a thread, I've found the integration into Apple and Home Assistant and the likes nice and easy. So if you're building out your motion detection in your smart home, I do recommend the MYGGSPRAY. It's a nice, simple addition. So if you're interested in the rest of the Matter range at IKEA, I'll be working through those in this series. There's a few more sensors in the range that I'll be working through, so watch the space. Keep an eye out for those coming up soon. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.